campaign, as with our previous campaign, is in Dungeons & Dragons 5e. It's going to be a 5th edition campaign. Tyranny of Dragons being the first full release campaign, the first beginning arc, ending arc, 2-book campaign, was more of your bread and butter. We saw a lot of the real general tropes. We had some Tiamat, we had some dragons, we had a lot of fighting, kobolds, that type of thing. Curse of Strahd is different. If you've read the foreword, that's awesome. So I won't reread the foreword to you. But from my foreword, I indicated that this is going to be a lot more open-ended. The pace and the general thrust of the story is going to be dictated by what you guys determine. Now, the earlier part that kind of gets you into the world and into the moods, that's really on rails. It makes sense. Oh shit! It makes sense why it is super rails once you get going. But the introduction piece is going to be the divergence. The rest of the campaign, after we complete the beginning piece, which is probably going to be like the second or third session, is probably when we'll complete the beginning part. After that, it basically opens wide up to you. There will be a bunch of different hooks, a bunch of different leads, and you, while fighting the general arc, will have basically free reign to do what you will. I've gone ahead and I purchased the player and the DM versions of all of the campaign maps. So we'll be using the book official maps. It's like, it was so cheap. I don't even know why they didn't just give them to me with the book, but I had a gift card, so we're all good. I got this huge insert that's amazing. It has a 3D representation of the castle on the back. There's the 3D castle Ravenloft, which I will be reproducing here in entirety for you guys. And then also there's the map of Barovia, which I will give you guys the player versions when it becomes story relevant. But it's some really neat, high detail stuff. Now the reason for that is because this is one of the most iconic campaigns in Dungeons and Dragons. It was written by the husband and wife pair that are one half of the writers of the Dragons of Winter, whatever, Summer, whatever, Spring, whatever. That book series, the Dragonlance Chronicles. So it is as historical as history. So you're kind of replaying the modernized history, which is neat. That said, though, it's real difficult and very conversational. So there's going to be a lot of times where y'all are just talking to each other and talking to NPCs and not fighting. And that should be kind of cool. Hopefully it'll be a divergence, because murder hoboing your way through this world will probably get everyone killed. There's a lot more magic items than you may have been used to from the previous campaigns. There's a lot more magic items. Maybe not as many as Fantasy Costco over in Alex's campaign, but they're still there. I said I was going to be rolling on the table here. I don't know if you can hear it. If it becomes disruptive to the recordings, just let me know and we'll switch up how we do it. I just don't want you guys doing the plus minus thing that you did last time, where you figured out the ACs of my monsters by like the second round of combat and all that. Changes to certain things. The inspiration system, we will be using the actual inspiration system in the book. If you have inspiration, you have it, which means that if you choose to spend the inspiration point, it is spent. You then roll your next die with advantage. If you have inspiration and you gain a second one, you're not double inspired, you're just single inspired. There won't be hero points. There's no like preventing death or anything like that, because you're gonna die. It's gonna happen. So we're gonna have, there's gonna be a lot of new characters.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh yeah. There's been so many complaints on Reddit about the first couple encounters and how deadly they can be. If you want to be very attached to your character and survive, and you have objection to regular player death out of bad decisions, let me know. We can work on something. We could probably have you jump to level 2 to start. That might help you survive a lot better. If you're comfortable playing as is, we'll play it as is, and death be what it may. Are there any questions about any of this stuff?
I do ask one thing. When you're saying character deaths, is it something that it's going to be one-shotting us instantly dead?
There are a couple of those.
Oh, okay, just one double check.
A lot of the things that you're going to fight early on don't do that, but they have like effects that say like if your strength is reduced to 0 as a result of this attack, you die, or if your int is reduced to 0, or charisma. So your dump stat, sometimes your dump stat can become a huge liability. Because like if I subtract a d6 from your dump stat, you know, it might take 2, maybe 3 rounds, and then you're dead. So, I do use kind of like a revised taunting system. If you hit something, you become the thing it's concentrating on, unless you didn't hit it for as much as the last thing that made it concentrate. So, like, think about if the wizard runs up and deals him like 18 damage with a fireball, and then you're the fighter, you run up and in 2 attacks you do 40 damage. He's not gonna keep chasing the wizard. He'll try to kill the fighter. And then if the pally hits him, you know, for 70. So kind of think about it like that. There are feats. I am going to be using feats. If you survive to level 4, I'll be using feats that will allow you to, so you can do that. Just make sure there's no other changes.
I'm worried about being the upfront guy now.
No, I'm with you.
You should have let Eidolon's
We
cousin
got this.
be the fighter. Instead,
Still
Eidolon's
might
cousin
happen.
is the wizard.
Well, hey, battlefield control is very important. Or later on, early on. Just make sure that you guys move intelligently, that sort of thing. I really kind of want to wait. Necro, what are you playing? You're a ranger?
Halfling ranger, yes.
Okay, does it have trap fighting abilities?
I don't know, but I don't get anything like any spells or any of that stuff till like level 2 or 3.
There they are.
Is Lufia back yet?
Might have some.
I don't know.
later on.
I was looking for feats in this book.
Oh, and there are supplemental feats, backgrounds, character stuff in the other books. Feel free to use those.
Supplemental feats.
So long as I think there are supplemental. Aren't there supplemental feats in like Elemental Evil or
Possibly.
or the Underdark?
Underdark. Was there stuff in the Underdark one?
Out of the Abyss? I don't know. Whatever it's called.
I know there was the Sword Coast Adventure Guide that added some stuff. I don't know if the Underdark one did.
Is that you meowing at me?
No.
Mm-mm.
It was. It was Sneakle.
Oh.
She meowed at me. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with that, and then when he joins on, we'll pause and add him in. So anyway, from the left, starting with Bastion, give me your name, your character's type, background, all that stuff. Anything cool you want to tell me about yourself, and then also your passive perception.
All right. So my name's Bastion Stormrend. I'm a variant human wizard. So the feat I took is resilient because con is awesome for casters. Don't want to lose my concentration spells as I'm getting hit. Hopefully I don't get hit.
That's really what you did?
Yeah.
You didn't take spell snipe or anything like that?
No. Why do I need like extra range on my long spells already?
The rule where it cancels cover. That's the reason I ask.
But no. Warcaster or what? Anyways, so I went with the haunted one background.
All right, we have our first haunted one.
Yeah. What'd I do with that? I probably closed out of that. Anyways, so I did some terrible things in my past. Not very proud of it. So my first true love was murdered in cold blood right in front of me, and I spent years studying the magic arts. To one day, I finally came across this man who murdered my love, and so I did some things that I'm not proud of to this man, and I'm trying to atone for these sins every day.
Okay. All right. And what's your passive perception?
My passive perception, of course you'd want to know that. And if you
Should
would,
be like 13,
it is
12 or 13?
a 13.
13, okay. All right, Trueanna.
Well, it's going to be hard to
Who
follow
BB?
up a depressing story like that, but...
Oh, did I mention the rumors of my heroic cousin, maybe, off doing wonderful things?
You're
I don't know.
doing-
I don't. There's words that my aunt had a child with a orc, and it is rumored that this orc is going by the name of Stormrend. So I may have to confront this orc for using my
tidings.
family name.
Ill tidings. Child of rape, ill tidings.
I thought it was different in 5e. I thought it was more
It
not
can
rape.
be whatever you want. It can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, Trueanna.
Okay, I'm also a variant human, a cleric, studying the life domain. I worship the goddess. 1 second. And 1 second, she also goes by the name of... Another second, because I'm looking at the wrong page. She also goes by Lufia, the goddess of joy. And being...
Is that Lyria or Illyria?
It's Lufia. Starts with an L, from what I copy and pasted. Yep, L. Being of that goddess, my character, she's really joyful. She enjoys jokes, except when battle's starting or something happens to her comrades. She's really trained in medicinal and healing. She, being of a variant human type for level 1, she took the medicine feat, allowing me to do a lot of healing with the healing kit.
All right, we got some metagamers here. Okay.
Oh,
This is good. This is good. No. You have to be if you want to survive.
I don't want my party to die, because that's not joyful at all. I'm
Alright,
sort of
good.
neutral on a lot of things, and more of a whim. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad.
Are you telling me you rolled a true neutral cleric?
No, I didn't say that at all. None of my words said that. I'm just neutral about things. I like being happy. I tend to overjoy the adult things in life. Maybe a bit of a drinker. Yeah.
All right.
I got past the
What's-
perception of 15.
15. Wow. All right, Necro. What is your character's name?
My character is Minhi Shekelbottom. I am a halfling ranger. I'm a short little guy. Like, if you know what I look like in real life, that's what. Just imagine like a short little guy, like black hair, brown eyes. I've got like thick little rimmed glasses and everything going on there.
All right, and you said you're a halfling, right?
Yes, I'm a halfling.
And are you a petty ranger or a casty ranger?
Petty.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's your passive perception?
It is 13, I believe. Yes, 13.
Okay. All right, Tesh, what's your character name?
I am Logan Armorn. I am a red dragonborne. I was raised in a village that I was trained to be a guard of, that unfortunately was wiped out while I was out hunting. And it was wiped out by what I assume and think was werewolves. And I've since taken to hunting anything and everything I can find that is monstrous, and that's where I've trained to be a fighter and come to do this.
Okay. And do you know how to find your passive perception, sir?
Yes, my passive perception is 11.
11. All right, you're very focused
Nailed it.
on what you can see.
Yeah.
All right, and Lufia, what is your character name?
My character is named Eautrowav Aacuviv, but you can just call me Yudi.
Wait, did you go with the pre-generated name?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Hold on. That's just randomized letters.
I'm fully aware of that.
That's a
So-
bard's name with flavor.
So your name is
So-
Eautrowav?
Stop it. Listen.
Uh-huh.
Eautrowav Aacuviv.
Eautrowav Aacuviv. Eautrowav Aacuviv,
But-
okay.
But just Yudi. Yudi for short.
Only the party members can call you that, right? Everyone else has to call you Trueheals?
No. I'm easygoing.
I was really hoping to hear Larry pronounce that each time.
Well, if we come before,
Eautrowav Aacuviv? Come on, True. How do you not know it already?
Oh, I was saying it
you
earlier.
know, if we come before some royalty or a beautiful she-elf, you know, I will of course introduce myself with my full name. But Yudi has a somewhat sad story. At a young age, he was rejected for his terrible but genuine voice, and his home exiled him. And so now he searches the world for the True Song. And True Song is in capital letters, by the way, if you couldn't hear it. Yudi. Yes.
Eautrowav Aacuviv. Okay.
Yes. So, Yudi
So the
is in
True
search
Song
for
with
the
a
True
capital
Song.
T?
Capital T, capital S, the True Song. And singing ditties here and there, you know, always moved those around him, and he learned how to train that skill by giving more of himself. It's not that his voice is good, it's that his voice is true. His voice is genuine. And that makes it all the more painful that his own people rejected him. And so as the years rolled by, Yudi began to tire, and, you know, maybe the True Song isn't really out there. And he is coming to grips with the idea of maybe settling down with a group or a place and find a place that loves him. And, you know, there was that tavern years ago that housed him and accepted his voice and even loved him. And there was that caravan that asked him to come with them to entertain with song and verse, and they even loved him. So he is really troubled by, do I want to keep searching for the True Song, or do I want to settle down with those who love me? Yudi is neutral good because he loves the good. Good is right.
And what is his race?
His ideals are truth. His race, he's a halfling lightfoot. He truth and compassion.
this party.
So he's neutral good because he loves the good, but he has no love of law. Law is what was used to kick him out, but law is also what protects communities and lets them grow. So he's a bit of a deep file. Passive perception, I would guess I'm at an 8. I'm at a -1 or -1 total and pass 9. That says my character sheet, but it's not fully filled out. So
Right. We'll put a thing there. It should probably be like 11 or 12 then, because of your
I put
proficiency bonus.
Well,
It
it
might
depends
actually
on
be 9.
proficiency.
That's true.
do I choose
All right.
if I'm proficient?
It's based on your background.
Well,
And
bards
his
get 3
class.
skills.
Yeah, and your class.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
okay.
you get to choose any 3.
You're not going to have the highest passive on the team, but the things that you will want to pay attention to are your the roles like dexterity for trap finding and stuff like that, and charisma. Because my assumption is, as the singer bard, you might also be the trap finder, which is a very important skill, and the lock picker, which is also a very important skill for a dex-based class.
Well, I don't know. I think picking a lock would be very mean to whoever locked those items in there. That might not be up Yudi's,
Well, it could be a
now,
joke.
now
a test.
convincing the person who locked the box to share with us, that is up Yudi's alley.
What if
What
they're
if that
dead?
person's
Yudi-
dead?
Oh, well then by all means, let's enjoy.
Well, what if Yudi was
Spoilers.
locked in a box? Should we let Yudi out, or should we ask permission?
You should absolutely let Yudi out. Yudi should never be in the box.
Well, I'm
Nobody
thinking
puts
like
baby in a box.
I'm thinking like Idolan's cat here.
I have a chest.
Test those
I'm
games.
sorry,
Just-
I have some very serious cat aggro. She wants my dice. All right.
So I don't know how to do the proficiency stuff.
So as a bard, you can pick any three, and then
Any three.
you can select a background. So those are. I assume you're just going to go with the performer background. But
Probably.
backgrounds. 125. All right, I'm here anyways.
Like
All right, so you're
entertainer or something. Would
yeah.
probably be the best.
Acolyte, charlatan, criminal,
No.
entertainer, folk hero,
Ooh.
You can
guild
hero your own
artisan. Where we at here? Hermit, noble, outlander, sage, sailor, soldier, urchin, and the hollowed one or whatever I am.
Hunted one.
Haunted
You might
one.
be.
Sorry,
You
I
might
was,
be hunted by your people kicking you out of their city.
Well, what page are you on? Is this the core rulebook?
yeah,
I see it.
it's
Acolyte.
125. So
Okay.
entertainer is probably one that you may be interested in as well. And with that background, you get some tool proficiencies, disguise kit, one type of musical instrument, and you also get skill proficiencies in acrobatics and performance.
You can
If you go with the haunted one, you can get arcana in, I don't know, the list is somewhere. I'll open that back up.
I just want to read the haunted one description before I make a
Yeah,
decision to be an entertainer.
I'm gonna post it right here for you.
Oh, it's not in the core rulebook, is it?
No, I photocopied from my book into a drive for you all so that you can use it. As you see, I made extensive use of my work photocopier because I wanted to be able to get the images for y'all because it's just such a pretty thing. And I checked the rules. True, before you go cutting this out of the recording, I checked the rules, and it's totally legal for me to do this.
Oh, I already plan on cutting this whole segment out.
Oh, I'm not haunted like that. I'm fine speaking about my own people kicking me out.
No.
It's one of the ways I empathize with other people. So I will be an entertainer.
Alright, so you get any three you want, plus acrobatics and performance.
Performance. Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, so maybe persuasion.
If
deception.
if one of you with a good dexterity wants to take a proficiency in lock picking, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
That's not a proficiency.
It's not a
though.
skill. It's not
You need a toolkit for that.
Yeah, you have to be proficient with the toolkit, don't you? So that you can use your proficiency bonus with it.
Where is that?
Yeah, but somebody would need a background that would give that to them.
Yes.
You'd make a custom one in the thing, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Roll20
basically.
damage?
Custom skill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Custom.
And you would just call it Thieves Kit, and it'd be a dex with proficiency.
I
But
got
it's
14
your
X,
back-
but I'd prefer not to be opening anything that could be a trap.
Okay.
I mean, somebody needs to do it, but don't worry.
I'll be looking to my right very often.
Not me.
Why
Oh,
are you looking at me?
Right and down. Oh, never mind. On my screen, that's Necro. To my right and down.
Necro's
Oh,
to the left.
sorry,
Investigation or perception would be the trap finder's skill. If you are proficient in investigation or perception, you
I
might
have
be
both
our
of
party's
those.
trap finder.
I am perception, but I'm not very.
At this rate,
intelligent.
I imagine I'm going to be inching forward in front of me. Just like, step a little bit, step a little bit, step a little bit.
The party might ask you to go a little faster, just because that might be annoying to them. But yeah, that's your job.
Yeah.
I have all of the hit points. Let's open this door. Guys, I'm okay. One arm. It's just an arm hanging to the door.
'Tis but a scratch.
But
Yeah,
a
exactly.
flesh wound.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. My shield. I can mount my shield on the spot where my arm was.
Yeah. We have rope.
All right. Well, whenever you're all ready for the exposition-y beginning, we can go ahead and do that. Those were the introductions. How long have you guys been hunting monsters? And how successful are you at this venture?
I've been hunting monsters ever since my people kicked me out at the age of 8.
That's a
So,
very long time.
I don't think Luffy read the whole thing.
I didn't know there was a thing. All
Yeah,
I know is that monsters have to die.
yeah. Hold on. I'll
Everyone's
post.
cameras are disappearing.
Yeah, I accidentally went back. 'Cause I'm
Sorry, I went to go figure out why it smelled like cat poop in here, and the answer is one of my cats
Cat
pooped.
poop.
Yeah, surprise.
Funny that.